Hello and welcome to Truly Bedrock. Now as you can see today I'm sporting a new skin. This is especially for this series because we're out on the desert islands. I thought I should look a little bit desert islandy. Like I've been living out here for a while, living the life on the open sea, all that kind of thing. So I thought I'd look a little bit piratey. Let me know what you think. I think it looks really cool. I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, guys, so what are we actually here to do today? Now, last week we actually did, or I did, the new kelp farm. In the meantime, I got rather bored with it because it is far too passive. This series, I've been trying far too hard to live a really basic life because we're on these desert islands. I've been trying to live like I'm on a desert island with limited resources and not going too wild with the farms and just doing the absolute basics. So the kelp farm that was here is gone, as you can see, and I've sort of started set up for the new kelp farm that we're going to be building today. Now I went over to a warm water biome over there somewhere and grabbed these. Let's put my helmet on. Do I get... Oh yeah, I get oxygen in these as well. That's great. That's handy. So I went over and grabbed a few sea pickles and some coral and some bits and bobs. And I've got myself a little area here for a conduit to be set up. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to head over and borrow the conduit from the ocean monument. So let's go over and do that. This is just a temporary thing. I just want to borrow one because I don't have any hearts of the sea. So, let's see. Do I have a boat? No. See, I think this skin looks really, really cool. I'm very happy with it anyway. Right, here we are. We're at the Ocean Monument. Easy. That took no time at all. Let's jump in. Now, as you can see, the conduit down here somewhere. I've actually been over here and I've basically cleared out a fair bit of the inside of this. This isn't my monument. I'm just sort of borrowing some of the blocks because I wanted to use them for the build today. So I'm going to borrow that. And we're going to head back up and put it in place. Right, we know where this is going. It's going to go right here. And then I just need to take that back out. And then we should be up and running. Fantastic. Right, okay, so I've got everything that I need organised. I'm over here where I want to build this thing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up these bubble streams because they're going to get annoying. And I saw this guy go shooting off up in them, so I need to sort this one out. And if, oh, yes, please, yep, we'll take that. Right, okay, so the first thing that I need to do is I need to organise where things are going to go and where the bottom levels are. So I think what I want to do is I want to build up like this here. Yeah, right. And then I want some more dirt on these ones and then I can get some more of this like that. And we're going to go up in the corners here with glass. So let's do that first because that'll sort of mark it out at the top. Right, so that's those marked out. Let's put down these dirt so that I know where that is. And then up the back here, we want them like this. Right. No. Oh, okay. No drops. That's a shame. Okay, so we've got this set up. I'm just going to mark this up and I'm going to do one tower at a time. So hopefully this will start making sense pretty soon. How many pistons? I've got 3. It's 5. And I should probably stop there. Right, so that's that. Oh, what got me? Oh, you. Go on, go back. Get away, get away. Where's your hitbox? There's your hitbox. Right. Drowns, what a pain. Okay, so I go there like that, then there like that, and then there like that. And then I repeat. So the idea is that when this piston goes off, it sets off the next set of pistons and all the way down. So this should make it really simple for me just to have like a little trigger at the top, which I pull, and then it sets them all off all the way down. Like that, then like that. Oh, no, 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 not like that. More like that. Okay, then that, and then that. Right, and then I just need to repeat that on all the other sides. Right. So let's fire away. It's easier to do it like this. And then back down, I can start putting in the observers. Observer, piston, block. Observer, piston, block. Observer, piston, block. Observer, piston, block. Observer. Right, so that's two sides now done. I'm just going to crack through the other two sides so that you can see exactly what this is going to look like. I'm back in a moment. Okay, so I've run out of observers for now. I'm going to go craft some more, but before I go do that, I'm going to set some kelp growing. So on this design that I came up with, the idea is that the kelp can grow too high, and then every so often a pulse is going to come down from the top and break all the kelp into the middle, and then push it up in the bubble stream. So basically I just need to put dirt right here on all of them, all the way up, and then I just need to put some kelp in place. There, 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 there. So I suppose the main question is, why did I come up with this design, or why do I feel like this is a good design? Now the main reason is that this is all underwater. It's really reasonably resource friendly. As you can see, you got, what was that? There's someone out there. You've got 3 pistons and an observer per 3 kelp. So you'd need 3 pistons anyway, pretty much. And then it's just the observer. And at the top, once we get up there, it's going to be a really simple timer circuit that's just going to set off all of this in one easy run. And of course, it looks pretty cool. Or at least I think it does. So yeah, I'm going to go add in some dirt and add in some kelp so that things can start growing. And we'll be back in a moment. Right, that is most of the actual farm finished now. I've got all of the observers and pistons in place. Like I say, this is actually quite resource friendly. It doesn't use that many pistons or observers. It is only 1 observer per 3 pistons, so that's not too bad. Now, one thing that you'll notice is there's quite a lot of trapped kelp here in various little places and nooks and crannies. Now, that is really what these bubble streams are all about. So what I found was, because I've tested all this, I've tried it a few times, tried out a few different ideas. What I found... Wait, hey, stop! I didn't want to go up yet. I was talking, damn it. What I found was that the rates were actually quite good for this if you use a bubble stream. It's basically the same as having the crops collecting automatically. So what I did was I set up a test world and I had the crops grow and instantly get collected and sent to myself. And I counted those crops and I found that the actual numbers of crops that came from it were about the same as if I used a bubble stream like this. Right, now I'm ready to go up, and up we go. So what we should see now is if I do a quick thing like this, if I put that down there, we should start to see all of this coming up to the top. Now, I'm going to set up a clock up here that makes sure that the pistons pulse twice, which means that the first push will break it, then they'll try and flow back into where they came from, and the second push will push them out into these air bubbles absolutely without question. So look at this, I'm getting much better rates from this already. It's very, very nice. Let's just have a quick little look at what we actually managed to gather there. I should do this one as well, just for correctness. Might get a few fish from this as well. So, let's have a look. What have I got? Oh, I got 40, that's not too bad. Now, the idea is that it's going to pulse pretty regularly. So, I need to set off and sort out my clock up here and my collection system. So, I'm going to have a little think about that and a little sleep, and we'll see what we come up with. Right, so that is most of the top all sorted. Now, I've got it all set up so that basically I just need to trigger this one observer, and then they all go off down below. So let's see if we can see that actually happening. Oh, does that one actually, did that actually work? Let's see. If I break that. Okay, so that one didn't fire. Why didn't that fire? Whoops. Okay, so that one should be observing. Oh, that's because it's not passing around. Of course it isn't. Right, I need to get a couple of extra droppers and place them in right there. So let's go grab a couple of droppers. I've got everything on me for them? No. Let's start off with that. Got no redstone. Dropper 1, 2. Right, so if I place a dropper right there and a dropper right there, then that should get powered, activate. That one triggers, that one triggers. Right, so that actually makes sense now, I think. So let's put that there. I haven't got anything in any of these droppers. It's just a way to pass on the activation. So what I need to do now is I need to create a collection system and then somehow have a way that this is going to get powered. So maybe what I want to do is I want to do another... I want to have another one right here facing in the same direction. 1, 2. So I want 1 and 2 like that. And then like that. And then I need to swim back all the way around and back in. Right. So now if I place that facing the opposite way, come on, so like that, then I've got something that's absolutely going to work and can be waterproofed. So let's fill all of this in with a little bit of glass, because this is going to dictate where I need to fill the water up to and how I'm going to get the water to flow. Now, let's see, if I want everything coming over here to this point, I'm going to need a couple of extra chests right here to collect it. And a timer right here. So let's move this. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do this slightly messy redstone-y playing abouty stuff. and we'll be back in a second with the finished article. Okay, this is very, very nearly done. I'm just going to lay down a real quick comparator clock. So I think this is going to give us enough delay. I wouldn't mind if it went out a little bit further. What's on the other side of that? Is there anything out there? Yeah, I can use that. Okay, lovely. So I can do that there, and then redstone, redstone. Now this should give us a pulse every, oh, I don't know. Let's count it. 10 seconds? Okay, so you can see the kelp coming up to the top. It's getting collected in, it's getting dropped through. There's a fair bit coming up, that's nice. So, yeah, we can see it filtering in. That is absolutely brilliant. That's actually filtering in at quite a nice rate. Let's see, and we're getting some up there as well. So, yeah, I think maybe the initial batch was because I hadn't been harvesting it for a little while. Look at that, that's just going to count up nice and quietly, continuously, and a lot more quickly than what I was getting before. So this is much less passive and much more active. So I'm really happy with that. Look at that. We've nearly had a stack whilst we've just been chatting here. That's a huge amount better. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this one's just going to handle the overflow. So the thing with hoppers is they will select down before they select across. So if there's a hopper underneath and there isn't a backlog, it will always go down to the bottom one. And this one will only get the odds and ends when there's a backlog coming through. So that's going to be really nice. Yeah. And if I think this is running a bit too fast, then I can fix it. And let's see, let's just give ourselves a quick lever. Do I have one? Yes, I do. Brilliant. So I'm just going to put an off switch on this as well. So whilst I don't want anything, there we go. That's it, off. And then I think, yep, that degrades properly. Everything's running fine. That is wonderful and simple. Right, and there we go. That is it, all done. I feel like I've got a kelp farm, which is actually not too bad right now. So, yeah, look at that. I cleared it all out. I moved everything into the furnaces, and I'm getting a nice little harvest of this on a nice regular basis. So I think that's going to make a big difference to me. Hopefully then I'll have the materials I need to do up there right behind me on the roofing area. And I think next episode what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of internal work in here and get all of the internal rooms set up and organised, because I need a few more farms. I'm starting to run low on food, so I'm eating fish, and I don't like fish. Really don't like fish. I like a high-bred diet personally, so I'm going to work on that as well. Okay guys, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now if you did, please do leave a like, and if you want to see some more, drop me subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye!